Chapter 71. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Boss, the phone call is not working. What? Why is his phone turned off? How about I send someone out to look for him? Hurry up, these Japanese people are so crazy that they can do anything. In the dark, Lin Feng squatted in a grove not far away and witnessed all this, and he was very happy. You little brat, you are looking for death by making things difficult for me. I don't know where Tan Fei has gone to hang out. He turned off his phone at this time. If he is killed secretly, it will be a lot of fun. The rich second generation who is having fun in the bar has turned off his phone to avoid being disturbed by others. His family has searched for him tonight but to no avail. Tomorrow, when this rich second generation surrounds you at the school gate, he will be kidnapped. This kid is really thinking about me all day long. It seems that there will be another good show tomorrow. The next day, at 8 a.m., at the gate of Lin Feng's Hong Kong Island School. As soon as Lin Feng arrived at the school gate, he was blocked by a GL8, the car door opened, and Tan Fei, who was drunk, stood in front of Lin Feng with two followers, a rich second generation who has not returned home all night and is hungover. He and his friends are going to find you to forcibly return the 200,000 yuan owed by Zhang Hao. It's less than 5 minutes. Before he is kidnapped on the street, how could he miss such a wonderful plot? What are you doing? Why are you a fool again? Lin Feng was not polite at all, and he attacked directly, and this time, no one dared to come to watch. Obviously, Lin Feng's reputation as a deadly star is still frightening. Boy, you are the one who owes Brother Fei money. I advise you to pay the money back honestly, don't be ungrateful. Tan Fei pointed at the two people proudly and said, they are not students in the school, they are all social people outside. If you are more sensible, you can avoid a lot of physical pain. Two little hooligans, no background, bully the weak and fear the strong, usually rely on fooling the ignorant rich second generation to make some money to make a living. There are still 2 minutes before being kidnapped on the street. This kid smiled brightly, like an ignorant child. If he had been carefree, he should have been very happy in this life, unfortunately. I'm talking to you, give me back the 20W quickly. Okay, go burn some paper money for Zhang Hao, maybe I'll give it back to you in the evening. You. Tan Fei was about to lose his temper, but there was a sound of emergency brakes behind him. A white van with a license plate rushed over and stopped behind him. Before he could react, the car door opened and a group of big men rushed down and grabbed his neck directly. One of the young men took out the machete in his hand, pointed at Lin Feng and the two frightened hooligans, and said, go back and tell Tan Jiansong that he has gone too far. If he wants his son to come back, the smuggled cultural relics must be traded with us. Warn him not to play tricks, our patience is limited. The two hooligans were already scared and stood there without daring to move. Lin Feng frowned and said, Tan Fei and I are not friends. We have a grudge. I can't say that. And you traded smuggled cultural relics. Aren't you afraid of losing your heads? Damn, kid, you talk a lot of nonsense. His father cheated us of 20 million deposits. He said that the deal with us was cancelled at the last minute. Is he kidding us? Our boss must see the smuggled cultural relics within 3 days, otherwise you can wait to collect the body of this kid. Fuck, it's too scary. Is there still the law? The law. I warn you not to call the police, otherwise we will find you too. In full view of the crowd, Tan Fei was taken to the van. His desperate eyes were full of pleading, hoping that Lin Feng could save him, but unfortunately he was ignored. The students around were so scared that their faces turned pale. They had never experienced such a scene before. The two gangsters were already paralyzed by fear. Are you going to pass the message? Lin Feng asked lightly. It's none of our business. They told you to do it. Don't blame us. Fuck, aren't you brothers with Tan Fei? Brother, you just drank with him. There's no need to risk your life, right? Okay, let me do it. The two of them breathed a sigh of relief. This kid is not afraid of death. It's best to take the matter. However, one of them actually pressed the 3 numbers 110 on the dial-up software. the two of them were immediately scared and broke out in a cold sweat. They have warned that if you dare to call the police, you will be killed. 3 people were warned together. If they are settled, they will definitely be unlucky, right? Hello. Is this the police center? There is an emergency. I am a student of Suzhou University. A classmate was kidnapped on the street just now. Yes, how could I say that? I don't know who those people are. They warned me that if I dare to call the police, they will kill me. By the way, they also said some very strange things. Let me tell that classmate's father that if the batch of smuggled cultural relics is not sold to them, he can wait for his son's body to be collected. Really? Can I say that? Okay, I'll wait for you at the gate of Suzhou University. After Lin Feng called the police, he hung up the phone as if nothing had happened. He was not nervous at all, as if he had done something ordinary. You. What nonsense are you talking about? Why am I talking nonsense? It's okay to call the police if you have something to do. But that person said that if you call the police, we will all be finished. Young people like me are upright and will never bow to evil forces. Besides, you asked me to solve it. The two were dumbfounded, staring at Lin Feng, their eyes gradually despairing. The social hooligans who were desperate and afraid of death planned to run away, as far as they could, to leave this city and avoid being retaliated. You want to leave? Lin Feng blinked and asked maliciously. The two hooligans were a little panicked when they saw him now, especially that smile, which was full of evil. Why don't you stay here and wait for death with you? If you want to die, don't drag us with you, we are not the same kind of people. Lin Feng shrugged and said indifferently, then you go. I told the police, there are 3 of us, they will come to find you anyway. Damn, you are so insidious. Why did you tell us? You did it on purpose. I just told the truth. What if I don't tell the police and they say I concealed the facts? Besides, Tan Fei is your friend and has nothing to do with me. It's good that I can take the initiative to call the police. Don't be nervous, you two haven't done anything bad. Even if you did, you should go to jail or be shot. It's not a big deal. They met a moron. They regretted it very much. Why did they drink Tan Fei's wine? Couldn't they afford it? Now, they might lose their lives if they are not careful. The people who kidnapped Tan Fei are not easy to deal with. They regretted it, but it was too late. Chapter 72. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Xiao Lin. Is that you? That the leader turned out to be Wang Bing. Captain Wang, we meet again. Your physique is also quite strange. You encounter problems all day long. Captain Wang, it's easy to deal with if you come. You can explain the matter clearly. Otherwise, it would take a long time to sort it out. After hearing this, Wang Bing didn't waste any words and asked, what happened? Lin Feng organized his words and stated the cause of the incident. After speaking, he said with a wronged look, who did I offend? Zhang Hao died, and he actually came to ask me for money. If he wasn't a classmate from the same school, I would have called the police long ago. Wang Bing has been doing criminal investigation for many years, and his mind is very active. He roughly knew what happened after listening once. This made him very angry. College students actually did such a thing. Are these two the helpers that Tan Fei found? Yes, they said they would break my legs. If the robbers hadn't appeared, I would probably be lying in the hospital now. The two gangsters looked at Lin Feng in horror. This guy looked very gentle, but he was actually full of bad intentions. They were fooled this time. Lawless, it's 2024, and you are still playing this kind of thing. If you don't tell the truth, you will definitely be jailed for life. 2 gangsters who took contraband last night went for a blood test now. They were all positive. Captain Wang, I have something to say, but I'm afraid of retaliation. Revenge? Xiao Lin, don't you believe our police? What they said, the police can protect you for a while, can they protect you for a lifetime? Fuck you. Looking at Lin Feng's face full of fear, the 2 gangsters collapsed. Who the hell is the villain? Talking nonsense, making random accusations. Comrade police, we. Shut up and let Xiao Lin talk. Lin Feng said quickly, I just heard them say something like they had a lot of fun playing with Powder Face last night, and they said they were going to do some more. This time the two gangsters were really panicked. The main thing is that they did play, but they definitely didn't say anything. How could Lin Feng know? We. What do you mean by you? You have so many things on your body, it seems that you have to sort them out slowly. Go get a blood test and a hair test first, and take them away. Point 4 policemen forcibly took the two away. The two guys were paralyzed with fear, unable to say a word, just staring at Lin Feng with a dull look, as if they had seen a ghost. Xiao Lin, tell me about Tan Fei. What I just said is true, and I didn't hide anything. This is basically the situation. He really helped us a lot. You don't have to tell him. Just tell his father and he'll be fine. No, I'll feel guilty. I'm the most honest person. Not bad, very good, but this matter still has a big impact. We have to go find Tan Fei's father. You can go with us. Then I will definitely do my best. Thank you, Xiao Lin. Just ask Teacher Zhao for leave. Okay, I'll talk to him later. Lin Feng followed Wang Bing into the police car. He thought about it in his mind, and a very sinister plan had emerged. Originally, he wanted to find a suitable opportunity to arrange a scene of catching Tan Jiansong red-handed, but he planned hundreds of times in his mind and didn't have a perfect plan. As a result, Tan Fei came to find trouble today, creating a great opportunity for him. This grandson smuggled cultural relics, and Wang Bing would definitely search his antique shop. This kid would definitely dare to let him search, because the things in the antique shop came from normal sources and there were no cultural relics, but he could move them himself, and put smuggled cultural relics in his warehouse. Oh, that would be too exciting. Lin Feng didn't dare to think about it. He was afraid that he couldn't help laughing. He was really bad enough. What if the group of people just now found out that they called the police? I don't know if they would kill the hostages. Xiao Lin, we're here. Are you a little nervous? Don't be afraid, say whatever you know. I'm here, no one can do anything to you. Captain Wang, I know. Tan Fei, who was already in trouble because of the loss of goods and his son, was both uneasy and irritable when he heard that the police were looking for him. This is the key point. Why did the police come to him? Did something happen? He brought the depressed Zhang Fei to the door and met Lin Feng and Wang Bing. Hello, Wang Bing from the Serious Crime Unit. Two things. Your son was kidnapped at the school gate this morning. What? Who did it? Wang Bing saw that the other party was very excited and didn't seem to be pretending, but he didn't answer, but stared at Tan Jiansong. A group of unidentified people said that if you don't hand over the smuggled cultural relics, they will collect your son's body. What? What? I don't know what you are talking about. Captain Wang, you must be responsible for what you say. As a policeman, you can't talk nonsense. Smuggling cultural relics? Can that thing be traded? This is the eyewitness who was present at the time, and he was the one who called the police. Tan Jiansong looked at Lin Feng and asked in confusion, Who are you? Hello, uncle, my name is Lin Feng. You are Lin Feng. Ah. Do you know me? Lin Feng deliberately showed a puzzled look. Oh. No. No, I just heard my son talk about you. Huh, did you talk about it? At that time, your son wanted to blackmail Lin Feng for 200,000 yuan, but he didn't get the money and was kidnapped. This matter has a lot to do with you. You'd better tell the truth about the cultural relics, otherwise it will hinder us from saving people. I really don't know about this, but I don't know about the smuggling of cultural relics either. Mr. Tan, it seems that you are unwilling to cooperate, so I can only search your store. Okay, a person with a clear conscience is not afraid of his own shadow. I will let you search, but you can't delay saving my son. There is nothing fishy in the antique shop. He is not afraid of being searched. He will take advantage of the situation after the police finish the search and put pressure on the police. Lin Feng is doing two things at the same time. His consciousness covers Tongbao Pavilion. There is a door on the right-hand side of the shop, that is the warehouse, about 80 square meters. There are not many things, more than enough to store these cultural relics. He and the system are in tune with each other. And after a year, the cultural relics in the virtual warehouse suddenly disappeared. When Lin Feng's eyes penetrated the door of the warehouse and saw the piled cultural relics inside, he showed joy. The moment the door was opened, Tan Jinsong's expression must be very exciting. Just thinking about it feels very exciting. Captain Wang, that's the warehouse of my shop. Although this shop is very large, it is very transparent. You can search it at will. Zhang Fei, go open the door. Boss, I'll go open the door now. He led Wang Bing to the warehouse, while Zhang Fei trotted to the front to open the door. Tan Jiansong glanced at Lin Feng and said sarcastically, young people nowadays like to make up stories. Don't they know that spreading rumors is against the law? Defamation can also lead to imprisonment. Chapter 73. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Boss Tan, what are you saying? I was the one who called the police when your son was kidnapped. Wang Bing said coldly, as far as we know, your son brought people to do physical harm to Lin Feng at that time. They let bygones be bygones and returned kindness with kindness. You still say such things? Too much. Forget it, Officer Wang, don't say anything. Tan Fei and I have a personal grudge. It has nothing to do with his father. I can only guarantee that what I said is true. Humph. Tan Jiansong snorted coldly and motioned Zhang Fei to open the door. He was not panicked because the things were really gone. It was true that his son was kidnapped, but he could not go to jail for it. He overlooked one point. If the things in a warehouse can disappear in an instant, can't they appear in an instant? I have a good temper, but you'd better not provoke me. Don't blame me for complaining to your police when the time comes. We are fair and impartial. We have a search warrant. You can sue us if you don't agree. Zhang Fei opened the warehouse quickly, and a dry smell of dust hit him. Our boss hasn't bought any goods for a long time. There's nothing in here. You can look around. But our young master has been kidnapped now. You don't go looking for the kidnappers, but check the cultural relics here. Isn't that a bit too much? Wang Bing didn't reply. He turned on the light and looked into the warehouse in the dim light. The 80 square meter warehouse is large, but it is not empty. On the contrary, it is a pile of black things, like a small mountain. These things give off of vicissitudes of life. Oh my God, why do these things look like bronzes? What? Bronze? Hearing Lin Feng's muttering, Wang Bing was startled. If bronzes are privately kept, and there are so many of them, it is definitely a major case of cultural relic smuggling. If it is confirmed, you will be in prison for life, and if you are not careful, you will have to eat peanuts. My goodness, what is in this room? This Buddha head doesn't look like an ordinary object. I think I've seen it on TV. Xiao Lin, what have you seen on TV? A program introducing cultural relics. This Buddha head seems to be something from a long time ago. It was lost overseas. How did it get here? Zhang Fei and Tan Jiansong were petrified. They stood there motionless with dull eyes, their eyes flickered as if they had seen a ghost, and their heads were buzzing. These things are all from a warehouse in the suburbs. Why are they here? Didn't someone take them away strangely? The main reason is that they opened the warehouse in the morning to clean up some debris, and there was nothing at all. The panicked antique circle boss was buzzing with the scene in front of him. He suspected that he had really seen a ghost and was filled with fear. The professional bodyguard who was in fear, he had killed countless people and was cruel and ruthless, but now he was frightened by strange events and couldn't sleep at night. He had already had huge mental problems. No, these people can't help being scared, and they collapsed at this intensity. Lin Feng didn't think about what kind of incident he was doing. Can ordinary people withstand it? Boss Tan, this is not really a cultural relic, right? Is this Buddha head really the one introduced on TV? It's amazing, you can get this thing, you are too brave. Lin Feng's expression was exaggerated, and his face was full of hatred for evil, and he was simply too righteous. "No, this is not my thing, how could it be, I was wronged." "If it's not your thing, how could it be in your warehouse? Maybe you can provide surveillance, and we can check it together." "No. There is no surveillance, there is no surveillance in the warehouse." "Then there must be some surveillance in the store." "There is no surveillance in the store, only on the second floor." "This is normal. Those who deal in antiques have some tricks in secret, and no one's hands are clean. If surveillance is installed, wouldn't it leave some criminal evidence for yourself? So there is no evidence to prove that these things have nothing to do with you. I now have reason to suspect that your son's kidnapping is directly related to this batch of cultural relics. I need you to go back with me to assist in the investigation. In addition, you are suspected of smuggling cultural relics. At that time, you will be handed over to the State Administration of Cultural Heritage, the General Administration of Customs and other departments, and we will conduct a joint investigation. I won't go with you. You don't have direct evidence to arrest me. This is not evidence. What? Don't say that someone moved these things in without your knowledge. Do you believe this nonsense? Anyway, I don't believe it. Tan Jinsong's head was buzzing, and now he didn't know what to do. Could he tell the story of the suburban warehouse? No, absolutely not. If he really told it, not only would he be screwed, but his son would also be killed. That group of people, he can do anything. Captain Wang, I think Mr. Tan has his own reasons. After all, his son was kidnapped, and he is afraid of being killed. I just said it casually, and you just listen casually. At present, it seems that Mr. Tan did not want to trade this batch of cultural relics, which led to the disaster. Let's look at it from another angle. Did Mr. Tan change his mind temporarily because he couldn't bear to see these cultural relics being destroyed? So, we still have to give Mr. Tan a chance. Xiao Lin, what you said makes sense, but I don't know what Mr. Tan chose. If you don't care about your son's life or death, you can continue to delay time here. Mr. Tan, the kidnappers told me that if you dare to leak the news, you will kill him. I called the police to save Tan Fei, but if you do this, it is hard to guarantee that some news media will get the news. Once the news leaks out, don't blame the police for ineffectiveness. Tan Jinsong is in a dilemma. He looks at Lin Feng's expression that is good for him, and he wants to kill him, but now, he is really in a dilemma. Captain Wang, I can go with you, but this does not mean that I plead guilty. My lawyer will be here soon. It is okay for me to be investigated, but you have to find a way to rescue my son quickly. Wang Bing thought for a moment and knew that this was the best way at the moment. No matter what, Tan Fei is innocent and must be rescued, and the kidnappers obviously have a great relationship with these cultural relics. I can promise you to do everything I can to rescue your son. This is also our duty, but if you don't cooperate, you will bear all the consequences. Tongbao Pavilion was sealed, and all employees were temporarily taken back for investigation. The cultural relics in that warehouse were too amazing. Although he did not plead guilty, this was already a case of catching people red-handed, and Lin Feng would not sit still and wait for death. He still had the video in his hand. Once he gave it to the police, this grandson would never get out in his life. Xiao Lin, thank you so much. I've troubled you for a day. It's okay. Just call me if you have anything. I'll go back first. Do you need to be taken home? No, I'd better go back and deal with the case. I'm also worried about Tan Fei's safety. Don't worry, we will definitely rescue Tan Fei. Xiao Lin, you are really kind-hearted. He hired someone to beat you up, but you still care about his safety. This kind of character is rare nowadays. Chapter 74. You are listening at novelfull.audio. After Wang Bing finished speaking, he glanced at Tan Jinsong, who was taken away behind him, and said in a serious tone, Boss Tan, you still have to thank Lin Feng. If he hadn't called the police, your son would probably be in danger this time. Captain Wang, stop talking, hurry up and deal with the case, this is what I should do. Tan Jiansong almost vomited. Lin Feng's face was really hateful. He was the good guy. When his son said he wanted to arrange for him, he thought it was just an ordinary classmate conflict. Now it seems that this person really deserves to die, a big boss in the antique circle who has murderous intentions towards you, but because he is deeply involved in the cultural relic smuggling case, this is the last time you meet. He will face legal sanctions and spend the rest of his life in prison. Lin Feng smiled secretly. Still murderous intentions, go in and step on the sewing machine. After saying goodbye to Wang Bing, Lin Feng rushed back home. Lin Shui next door hadn't returned home yet, which made him feel relieved. After returning home, he felt that he still had to take out an insurance policy for himself. The recorded video was sent to Wang Bing, and there was no need to review it. Just confirm it directly. The system panel automatically popped up, and the stored video disappeared instantly. Cloud upload has been successful, and the video file has been completely anonymously transferred to the target mobile phone. This operation is risk-free. He exhaled a breath of turbid air, lit a cigarette and started smoking. Tan Jiansong must be finished. His Huangmao pavilion should have been inherited by his son, but Tan Fei is probably doomed this time. It's just that he doesn't know Tan Fei's situation and where he is now. Otherwise, he can fully control the situation and make reasonable choices. System evolution is successful. Congratulations on your new ability. Future headlines. This function can view future headlines. Viewing time limit. All headlines within a week. Please use this function reasonably. It can help you get business opportunities and avoid disasters. You get a trial opportunity. Do you want to try it? Is there any need to ask this? Of course I used it. The front page headlines of the week have been listed for you, a total of 38, of which 2 are related to you. Do you want to check them? Check them. Breaking news. The owner of the well-known antique shop Huangmao Pavilion, Tan Jiansong, was arrested by the police on suspicion of smuggling cultural relics. This headline will appear in 1 hour. Suzhou police cracked a kidnapping case and successfully arrested the kidnappers in an abandoned factory building on Jinhai Road. According to reports, the kidnapped person Tan Fei is the son of Tan Jiansong, the main culprit of the smuggling case not long ago. The kidnappers killed him in a cruel way. The police said that the identities of this gang of kidnappers are complicated and they are involved in the cultural relics smuggling case. The robbers confessed that they broke Tan Fei's legs at about 8 o'clock last night and found that the hostage was dead at 6 o'clock in the morning. The news will be released at 5 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. Awesome, I can really see the future headlines. His road has become much wider. Now it is certain that Tan Jiansong is finished and his son Tan Fei is gone, but Lin Feng always feels that it is not perfect. It is easy to kill someone, but the greatest punishment is to live a life worse than death. His eyes lit up and he thought of the second headline. Lin Feng quickly took out his mobile phone, opened the navigation, and searched for the destination Jinhai Road, which was less than 2 kilometers away from him. He opened the search engine, entered the 2 keywords Jinhai Road and unfinished building, clicked on the search, and saw a lot of information. The target is number 12 Jinhai Road, where a commercial complex was originally to be built, but the developer stopped due to lack of funds. This kid, it is a good thing for him to die. If he drags a disabled body and becomes an orphan again, it would be perfect. It is now 6 p.m. And at 8:30, he just needs to quietly pass the news to the police. An hour later, the headline news appeared on time. It seems that Wang Bing received the video, and it has become the solid evidence for the arrest of Tan Jiansong and Zhan Fei. As for whether the identity of the mysterious man will be investigated, it doesn't matter. If he can find out, it will be his loss. Time passed by minute, and more than 2 hours passed in a flash. At 8:30 p.m., Lin Feng opened the system mall. Points, 10W, remaining 355W, exchange for mysterious person card *1. The props are used successfully. The mysterious person card takes effect. Within 2 hours, you're surfing the internet, making calls, sending text messages and other operations will be 100% protected. Originally, everyone had no grudges and didn't even know each other. Your smuggling of cultural relics has nothing to do with him. Now it's good, the family is broken, and the industry is gone. If you don't commit suicide, you won't die. Lin Feng took out his mobile phone, clicked on Wang Bing's mobile phone number, and started to edit text messages. On the other hand, Wang Bing, who had just received the help of the mysterious video and arrested Tan Jiansong, did not feel any joy in his heart. It's this mysterious person, and it's not the first time, who is secretly helping him. Why can't the experts in the police technical department find the other party's information? It's a good thing to be able to solve the case, but I feel uncomfortable when I always solve the case in this way. For a while, the superiors thought that I was not capable enough. Ding dong. Accompanied by a text message alert sound, the phone vibrated. He thought it was an advertising text message, and glanced at it, but a string of garbled characters appeared on the screen. Wang Bing clicked on the text message and was stunned, but then his pupils contracted violently. It was another mysterious text message, but it was different from the previous one. It seemed to be the same as the first time. Officer Wang, I am an enthusiastic citizen. The kidnapper is currently in the abandoned warehouse at number 12 Jinhai Road. Go and save him. Wang Bing scratched his hair irritably, and finally picked up the internal phone. Hello, take people to number 12 Jinhai Road. Someone reported that Tan Fei was kidnapped there. Don't ask, it's still a mysterious text message. Wang Bing hung up the phone and led the police to the destination. No matter who the mysterious man is or what his purpose is, at least the current trouble can be solved. Although Tan Jiansong was arrested, his son had nothing to do with this matter and must be rescued. At 9 o'clock in the evening, Wang Bing, who was waiting in the car, heard the voice on the intercom. Captain Wang, we saw lights in the unfinished building. The night vision drone showed that there should be 5 people inside, 4 kidnappers, and one is probably Tan Fei. Is he alive? He should be alive, but he doesn't look very good. He is tied up. Determine the location, go in and save him, don't give them a chance to react. Yes. A secret rescue operation began, but although Tan Fei is not dead now, he is tied to a rack, his hands are fixed to the rack, his feet are hanging on the ground, and his feet are covered with blood. Obviously his legs have been disabled. Damn it, you actually dared to call the police. Now your father has been arrested. If you betray us, you will die. Gentlemen, this can't be blamed on me. It must be that Lin Feng who reported it. You should go find him. I am innocent. Tan Fei was heartbroken when he heard that his father was arrested and his leg was crippled. He now wanted to chop Lin Feng into pieces and make him into meat sauce. Chapter 75. You are listening at novelfull.audio. However, Tan Fei was very scared because his leg was broken, and it was not an ordinary fracture. The whole bone of the calf was broken, and now only a layer of skin was connected. Even if he ran away, he would probably be disabled for life and could only sit in a wheelchair. He was so scared that he hoped his father could come to save him, but just now he learned from the robbers that the family store was closed and his father was arrested. Thinking of his current appearance, even if he escaped, he would become a useless person. All this was caused by Lin Feng. If it wasn't for 20W, he wouldn't have been kidnapped. Yes, this kid didn't even think about who went to find Lin Feng, but now he blamed everything on him. Don't move, we are the police. Suddenly, a roar came from the darkness, and a group of police rushed in and surrounded the place. Wang Bing walked out of the darkness, looked at the 4 robbers, and said coldly, I advise you not to resist, this place has been surrounded by the police. The 4 looked at each other, and finally all squatted down with their heads in their hands. Who are you? We are local gangsters, kidnapping him just to get some money. Really? Don't tell the truth. If you don't hand over the smuggled cultural relics, you will kill him, right? That the 4 raised their heads and showed a bewildered look. Wang Bing was confused by the faces of these people, they seemed very confused. What cultural relics? We don't know. Yes, cultural relics, bullshit, we just want a ransom. Comrade police, you can't slander people casually. If you really have the ability to get cultural relics, why are we kidnapping? Tan Fei suddenly shouted, they have changed people. The person who kidnapped me left the day before yesterday. This is a newcomer. Tell me, what is going on? Comrade police, we really don't know. Those guys are from other places. They said they were in a hurry, so they gave this guy to us. I checked and found out that his father is in the antique business, so we took him over. Captain Wang, these guys are just hooligans from the neighborhood. They are not even gangsters. They come to the police station frequently. Take me to see a doctor quickly. My leg was broken by that group of people yesterday. Wang Bing then discovered his leg hanging on the ground, and his eyes fixed. As a senior criminal policeman, he could tell at a glance that this guy was seriously injured. Take all the people away and send Tan Fei to the hospital. Yes, Captain Wang. The arrest went smoothly, but the mastermind ran away. This group of people are professional and vigilant, and finally found a few gangsters to take the blame. The next day, Lin Feng got up and saw the news, and he was stunned. Due to his interference, the result changed a little. The headline report was more detailed than what he saw. He never expected that the kidnapper caught in the end was the gangster who took the blame. Fuck, those guys must know that I called the police. It seems that I have to be careful. It will be troublesome if they come to my house to seek revenge. It's not that Lin Feng is afraid of being killed, but he is worried that if he wants to kill someone at the necessary moment, it will not be convenient to do it at home. Forget it, the boat will be straightened out when the time comes. Let's see what we get this time. The smuggling of cultural relics is a hot potato, and it has been solved, but antiques are not. There are still many objects of legal origin in the antiques in the two warehouses. This is all money. His sight entered the virtual warehouse, and 3 small hills appeared in front of him. The antiques here are all genuine, involving various categories, with prices ranging from 5,000-500 W, with a total value of 3,000 W, 5,000 W. The price of antiques fluctuates, and how much you can sell depends on your own ability and the other party's vision. This is a huge fortune, which gives Lin Feng, who originally wanted to enter the antique market to make money, confidence. Wait a while to find Zhang Song to see if there is a way to sell these goods in hand, and make a lot of money, this time. I didn't work in vain, and I solved a thorn in the eye, and got such an antique. It's a shame. At 8:30 in the morning, Lin Feng arrived at the school gate on time. He will graduate soon, and he must not break his promise to teacher Zhao. However, today, as soon as he entered the school gate, he felt something was wrong. If he felt others' dislike for him last time, the feeling today was completely different. Lin Feng saw a boy looking at him fearfully, a boy who had blackmailed him for 100 yuan before is now afraid of being retaliated. He is ready to pay 5,000 yuan as repayment to avoid bad luck. Fuck, am I so scary? The boy ran over, took out 1,000 yuan in cash from his pocket and handed it to Lin Feng, crying and saying, Lin Feng, it's not right, Mr. Lin, I was wrong before. I took 100 yuan from you then. I will give you 1,000 yuan this time. Please don't target me. As soon as he finished speaking, a crying voice sounded behind him. Mr. Lin, I was ignorant before and secretly said bad things to you. Please forgive me. This is all my living expenses for this month, a total of 5,000 yuan. Mr. Lin, I know I was wrong. Please don't mess with me. I called you an orphan back then. This is compensation for your mental damage. Mr. Lin, I said you grew up eating shit. I'm a bad mouth. This is dog shit. How about I eat one for you? Please let me go. The sudden change made Lin Feng unable to handle it. What's going on? Are these people crazy? A group of people who used to bully you are now frightened by your bad reputation and are afraid of being punished by the unlucky star and getting into bad luck. The whole school is spreading your bad reputation. It is rumored that anyone who has offended you will be retaliated against, and will be plagued by bad luck for the rest of their lives. So that's how it is. Lin Feng wanted to laugh, but he still held it back. These grandsons, who usually bully the weak, are now afraid. Lin Feng didn't care about the embarrassing things of his former master, but these people are really hateful. Young Master Lin, I was wrong. Please forgive me. I shouldn't have called you an orphan at that time. We are all classmates. Please don't curse me. I just said that you are an orphan. I didn't do anything else. At that time, Li Lei, a junior, asked someone to beat you up. I just came to support him. I definitely didn't do it. Please believe me. Woo woo woo, Mr. Lin, you are a great man and don't bear grudges. I was just mixed up in the crowd and kicked you at most. I slapped my face and begged for forgiveness. Mr. Lin, this is my girlfriend. When I was a sophomore, I heard that you liked her, so I beat you up without knowing the truth. Now I admit my mistake and I have broken up with her. In addition, this is 5,000 yuan for medical expenses. You must accept it. How arrogant these people were at that time, how humble they are now. Seeing Lin Feng, it was like seeing a ghost, and they kept showing goodwill and begging for mercy. Chapter 76. You are listening at novelfull.audio. This put up an invisible barrier for Lin Feng, and no one dared to bother him. Combined with what happened before, Lin Feng has become a jinx, but many people didn't believe it at first, such as Tan Fei, but this time Tan Fei's family was destroyed, and his story was known to the whole school. It was too miserable. Although he deserved the punishment, his entire family was wiped out, his father was in prison, and he became a useless person. Some people assumed that if they didn't go to find trouble with Lin Feng, would they be able to escape? It's good. The exam is coming soon. Be quiet. After this wave, I will say goodbye to the school. Lin Feng had already made plans in his mind. Originally, it didn't matter whether he graduated or not, but for Teacher Zhao, he had to fight for his reputation. He definitely didn't know anything about academics, but it wasn't a big problem. He was good at it, and it would be no problem to get the first place in the department. Life was very dull, and the university returned to peace. This place is full of charm, and there are countless gossips and events every day. You can be an experiencer or a bystander. There is a saying that if you have not attended university, you will regret it for the rest of your life. This is a bit exaggerated, but it is not far off. If you don't have the opportunity to experience the 4 most decadent and rotten years of your life, you will definitely not have this opportunity in the rest of your life. 2 weeks later, graduation season arrived. Exams and papers are all finished, although the university will not announce the results of the exams, let alone what the papers are about. College students are very well informed. On the day of the graduation ceremony, everyone returned to the classroom. Lin Feng became the focus of the focus. Have you heard that Lin Feng is the best in the department in programming exams, and he even wrote a game developed by himself? He didn't cheat, did he? The professors in the department checked and found that he didn't cheat. He developed the game completely independently. I heard that the big guys said that even they couldn't accomplish this feat alone. Impossible, absolutely impossible, just him. I didn't believe it at first, but Professor Chen in the department is my neighbor. I met him last night, and he specifically mentioned that Lin Feng is a hidden talent, pretending to be a pig to eat a tiger, and he is a top student. Listen, did I tell you? His paper is amazing. It was rated as the best paper in the department in the past 20 years, and the online plagiarism rate is 0. It's fake, right? The plagiarism rate is 0. What do you want? You don't believe it? Would the professors in the department say that? I also heard it by accident. The school wanted to re-employ him to teach after graduation, but was rejected. Our practical operation is to find some cases on the internet. Someone hacked the school forum in 20 minutes. I heard that he announced all the accounts registered at that time to the technical department. This is true. Teacher Zhao confirmed it personally. The students' heads were buzzing, as if they were listening to a book of heaven. Although it was a rumor, there is no smoke without fire, not to mention that some students are still capable of knowing inside information. Most of these situations are true. It turns out that the waste and orphans who have been laughed at for several years are not only unlucky, but also hidden academic masters, and they are the biggest joke. After attending the graduation ceremony, Lin Feng ran away directly. He said his final goodbye to Teacher Zhao and left. There was nothing here worth his lingering. Tomorrow he would go to the antique market. In addition to shipping, he would also take a look around to see if there were any business opportunities. At 5 p.m., when he returned to Jinhuiyuan, it was still dark. Lin Feng looked up and raised his eyebrows in surprise. He found that the lights in Lin Shui's house next door were on. According to the intelligence, she would not come back until tomorrow. How come she came back early? Is the intelligence inaccurate? Lin Feng was startled. This was not a trivial matter. If the intelligence was inaccurate, it meant that there would be many uncertainties in the future. The occupant of this house has not come back yet. The real owner is inside. He and the occupant are father and daughter. This time he brought his naughty daughter home. The father is very fierce and is a gangster. He has gradually moved behind the scenes to run a legitimate business. Lin Feng was startled, but fortunately he did not run up rashly. He stood downstairs, his eyes covering the entire building, and in an instant his eyes penetrated the wall and saw everything inside. An old man sat on the sofa in the living room, in his early 50s, wearing a suit, with a serious face, and his temperament was quite intimidating. The main thing was that in a living room of more than 100 square meters, there were more than 10 men in black standing respectfully in front of him. These people didn't look like good people. They had murderous eyes, and it was obvious that they had experienced fighting and killing. Have you investigated the person living next door? Boss, we have investigated it. He is a college student, an orphan. He bought the house here because he suddenly became rich. Has he ever met Xiao Xue? Yes, we checked the property surveillance and found that he had repaired the sewer pipe for the young lady. Ah. Sewer pipe, the old man's face froze, his eyes flashed with ferocity, and his subordinates were shocked. It's true that he repaired the sewer pipe, boss, don't think too much. The old man was obviously relieved and asked, is the person next door? No. Then let's wait here. Xue ran away, and he might know whereabouts. If Lao Zhang hadn't told me that Xue lived here, he really couldn't find her for a while. Wait for me to come back. What do they want to do? Lin Feng was in doubt. Can he still go back to this house? Go back and knock them down? No, the noise is too loud. Are you sure it's here? Yes, we won't make a mistake. The woman lives on the 11th floor. Boy, have you seen this woman? Several young men with good manners walked up to Lin Feng and took out a photo of Lin Xue and handed it to him. Someone is looking for Lin Xue again. This is too much for him, a group of violent debt collectors hired by a debt collection company. The rich girl in the photo was in a short period of time and used AI technology to create fake photos for naked loans. Now that she has been discovered, these young men are going to teach her a lesson. Fuck, this woman definitely inherited her father's genes and is very wild. Wait, that's not right. There is someone at home now. Then, boy, let me ask you again, do you know her? Brothers, this is my next-door neighbor. I don't know if she is at home, but you can see that it is that house. The lights are on, so there should be someone at home. Damn it, it's not in vain. This woman actually dared to deceive us. She didn't use her own photos for naked loans, but used fake videos synthesized by AI. Today, we brothers will let her know how to write the word death. Lin Feng was pushed aside by several people and entered the building. A group of gangsters were about to clash with the real gangster boss. A big conflict broke out between the two sides. These gangsters did not know the gangster boss and attacked him very hard, almost destroying the gangster boss. Amitba, this matter has nothing to do with me. Chapter 77. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Wait, what are you guys going to do? Beat someone up? Boy, I advise you not to be ungrateful. We are here to collect debts. It has nothing to do with you. Collecting debts? Can't you call the police? Fuck, you rent a house here, right? How can you afford a luxury house here if you are so stupid? Listen carefully, this woman is borrowing from loan sharks. How much did she borrow? 1 million. If we catch her, we will throw her into a brothel. Boy, you talk a lot. Several people looked at Lin Feng unkindly, with fierce eyes. I mean, can we solve it peacefully? If not, we can sue. Fuck, it seems that you are itching for a fight. No, it has nothing to do with me. I don't know her. Do whatever you want. After hearing this, several people entered the elevator. They obviously didn't want to get entangled with Lin Feng. A fight is about to happen. 2 minutes before it starts, after the elevator door closed, Lin Feng entered the safety passage sideways. He quietly came to the area between the 10th and 11th floors, squatted quietly, and prepared to eat melons. Ding! The elevator door on the 11th floor opened, and a cursing voice sounded. "Fuck your mother, you little bitch!" Lin Shui, open the door. "Damn it, are you going to hit me to death? You are so brave to use AI nude photos to defraud loans. Open the door, fuck you. Who are you?" Lin Shui's door opened, and her father's voice sounded, but it sounded a little cold. "Hey. Why is it an old man who opened the door? Are you supporting Lin Shui? It just so happens that you owe us 1 million yuan, so hurry up and pay us back. Old man, if you are poor, don't support a mistress." She used AI-synthesized nude photos to defraud a loan of 1 million yuan. "Now either pay the money back or send you to the hospital." Lin Feng stuck out half of his head to observe. Lin Xiong's face was livid, and his body took a step back. A group of men in black rushed out of the door. "Damn, there is an ambush!" The leading debt collector suddenly roared, and the 3 men did not run away. They took out a big blade from their waist and swung it up. Too cruel, not afraid at all. Facing the thugs of professional gangs, they were not afraid at all, and they had the attitude of a newborn calf not afraid of a tiger. The whole corridor was filled with shouting and cursing. The 3 men were so powerful that they caught the other party off guard and suppressed the man in black. "Damn, are you wearing a suit to bluff? I'll chop you to death. I told you to pretend to be gangsters. I will teach you how to be a man. Boss, run, these people are not careful, you go first, we will take care of it." In the blink of an eye, several screams rang out, and several big men in black rushed out and pushed Lin Xiong to the safe passage. "Boss, run, these guys are not willing to die, there is no need to stay here." Lin Xiong did not refuse. Although he was a little embarrassed, his mood was very stable. It was obvious that he had experienced a lot of storms and had an absurdly good psychological quality. "Fuck your mother, run away, if you don't take the money, I will kill you today." These people were so cruel that they looked like they were not willing to die. On the contrary, Lin Xiong's men obviously had many concerns and could not let go of their hands and feet, so they were all injured. Awesome, as they say, it is better to provoke the king of hell than the little devils. These people did not care about the severity of their attacks. If they get angry, I am afraid they would dare to kill people. Lin Xiong glanced at his men and knew that they could protect themselves, so he quickly walked towards the safe passage. "Run, run, run, can you escape? Damn it, I'll chop you to death." Swish, a cut appeared on Lin Xiong's black suit. Fortunately, there was no injury to the skin and flesh. Even if he ran a little slower, there would be more cuts on his back. "That's enough. Do you know who I am? I know your uncle. I don't care who you are, just ask if it hurts to chop you with a big knife." "Damn it, bastard." Lin Xiong knew that he had met Xinhuangzi, the kind of person who was not afraid of death. He wanted to run, but his feet twisted and he sat on the ground. "Old man, if you don't pay your lover back, I will cripple you today." Save him, the other party will be grateful, and at the same time, the hidden crisis of Huaxia will not cause any crisis when contacting her daughter in the future. Lin Feng sighed. Although he didn't want to have any intersection with Lin Shui, her house was next door, which was not something he could control. In order to avoid trouble, he stood in front of Lin Xiong. The sudden appearance of a tall figure made Lin Xiong feel a sense of security. I don't know if it was an illusion or what, the tall body of this figure seemed to be able to destroy everything. "Boy, is it you? Damn, I knew you had bad intentions. Fortunately, I followed you. If you stabbed a few people to death, my house would be neighbors with a haunted house. Boy, I advise you." Bang, a debt collector was hit by Lin Feng's hook punch before he could finish his words. He was hit a few times and then stopped moving. "Good, beautiful. Uncle, stop clapping. Get behind me and don't move. Otherwise, I won't care if you get slashed." Lin Feng was stunned, but he was not angry. Instead, he showed a hint of admiration on his face. This young man was so courageous and so skilled that he couldn't help but remind him of his life when he was young. Be careful. Lin Xiong was just about to recall his glory days, but the other two young men saw their companions being killed in an instant, and immediately stepped forward with knives, ready to take revenge. Bang! Bang! Lin Feng's body has long surpassed that of ordinary people. He seems to be very slow, but suddenly he kicked a man several meters away. Before the second debt collector could react, he was knocked unconscious by 2 punches from Lin Feng. In less than 5 minutes, all 3 were knocked down, and Lin Feng was unharmed. Looking at his personal bodyguards, their suits were torn into strips and hung on their bodies, and some were even slashed. They relied on their strong physical fitness to hold on. If they were ordinary people, they would have collapsed long ago. Fuck, he's really fierce. I almost got chopped by him. Little brother, thank you. Don't thank me, call the police quickly. It's not a pity for such people to die, but there are many people like them. These 3 have been dealt with, and if there are 3 more, it will be hard to defend against. After being reminded, Lin Xiong came back to his senses. He said to his men, "Are you all right? Call the police first." "Boss, we are fine, just a minor injury. We have called the police, and the police will be here soon." "Little brother, what's your name?" "Lin Feng, the one who lives next door." "Are you the neighbor who helped Xiao Shui fix the sewer pipe?" "Xiao Shui? Lin Shui?" "Yes, my neighbor is a woman. Who are you?" Seeing that Lin Feng admitted his identity, his eyes flickered, but there was no trace of hostility. Just now he wanted to question Lin Feng, suspecting that he had bad intentions towards his daughter, but now he doesn't think so. This is a master. Just with those few moves just now, I, who was a gold medal fighter back then, am afraid that I am far behind. With appreciation and observation of his own underworld boss, he is reminiscing about the past. Feeling that the Yangtze River is pushing the waves behind, and the times are different. Chapter 78. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Sucheng, Jinhuyuan District Police Station. No police here, no Lin Feng. Today's incident is not small, nor is it big. It's nothing more than violent debt collection by black online loans, and the result is that he encountered a more ruthless one. Even if Lin Feng didn't take action, with Lin Xiong's current identity, status, and connections, the subsequent revenge will only be more fierce. He started out by playing this. And a mere black online loan is nothing. I'm afraid that these people who lend money will have to call Lin Xiong's younger brother master when they see him. After the police station took the record, they said politely, "Mr. Lin Xiong, wait a minute, the person in charge of the black online loan in Sucheng has been arrested and is currently being interrogated. This has nothing to do with me. Just give me a result after the interrogation. If my daughter really owes money, don't think about the interest, I will repay the principal." He used to be a gangster, and he was cleaned up, but there are still many people on the road who need to eat. Black online loans are the same as the usury in the past. He can't just kill them with one blow. He should leave a way out for the future, and it was indeed his daughter who was wrong. He just needed to get away with it. "No, the other party cried about your daughter and went too far." "Ah. What do you mean?" "You should watch the interrogation video yourself. I think your daughter should come to the police station." Lin Xiong took the tablet computer, and Lin Feng came over to watch it together. Damn, that woman is not a human being. I sent a young man to collect the debt for the first time, and guess what happened? The girl looked innocent and cute, but she knocked out the person I sent with a shoulder throw. Although I borrowed your money, it was usury and not protected by the law. You also used violent debt collection. It's not unfair to be thrown over your shoulder. The police who interrogated her looked impartial and unmoved. Forget about usury, but also naked loans, which is too much. It is true that the little girl donated 1 million yuan to them, but if they used their own really beautiful ones, it would ruin a person's life. I said you are biased. Don't talk nonsense. Everyone is equal before the law. Lin Shui will educate her when we find her. After all, she is the victim. Do you know? She used Lacune to perm the Barrett of the debt collectors. Ah. What do you mean? That the interrogating police looked confused, as if he didn't understand what the other party was saying. Woo woo woo, right here. The boy pointed to his crotch, and the police's eyes became strange. After perming once, she came a second time. So cruel, you are not talking nonsense. Nonsense? Absolutely not nonsense, it was because he didn't say thank you, so he got the second hit. The corner of the police's mouth twitched, and his emotions collapsed a little, but he held it back. Lin Feng saw that the other party seemed to want to laugh, but his profession and identity did not allow it. The scene ended here, and the tablet was put away by the police. The policeman from the police station said, "It is said that the debt collector is in the hospital. He is seriously injured, and has at least 5 fractures on his body, which are said to be caused by your daughter." This time, even Lin Xiong was dumbfounded. His daughter was too fierce. He really regrets it now. Why did he cut off his money for no reason? Now he is asking for trouble. This is the wicked person who complained first. The debt collector broke his bones because he coveted the beauty of the debtor and planned to use force and was beaten violently. The hot Barrett is real, but she is very lucky. The surveillance failed when the act was carried out. The picture was permanently lost, and the victim could retrieve the surveillance of the scene of the incident to fight back. Comrade Police, this matter needs to be investigated clearly. You can't say anything nonsense, right? We still have to wait until your daughter arrives before dealing with this matter. Suggest checking surveillance, which can successfully resolve the incident and make the underworld bosses have the best impression of you. If you want to get along well, connections are very important. Those who can get along with both the black and white are the real strong ones. It's not so easy to get along with the white ones. You can start with the black ones first. Although Lin Xiong has long been cleaned up, his influence is there. And not everything can be solved by calling the police. Police comrade, can I talk? Mr. Lin, thanks to you this time, no tragedy has occurred. You can say whatever you want. It's actually very simple. Mr. Lin Xiong's daughter may have been frightened and dared not show up. What's going on? Can't we just retrieve the surveillance? It's not impossible to retrieve the surveillance. I don't think Miss Lin is such a person. After all, I have been in contact with him. He is a Sonda master. There must be a reason for the fracture. As for the so-called hot Barrett, it's nonsense. Mr. Lin, what you said makes sense. My daughter can't be so cruel. Lin Feng was speechless. Don't you know your daughter's personality? It's impossible to be like this, brutal, worthy of being an old man, bragging without thinking, but the purpose this time is to help him out of trouble. Lin Feng continued, if it seems that Miss Lin is innocent, then the case can be determined, and she can be convicted directly. If she deserves to be imprisoned, she should be imprisoned, and if she deserves to be shot, she should be shot. The interrogating police was stunned and quickly said, it's not necessary to shoot, but what you said makes sense. I will ask someone to check it now. After the police left, Lin Xiong whispered, Mr. Lin, will this prove that my daughter committed the crime? Why are you panicking? Stay calm. If the surveillance can be checked, why do you think the Black Loan people didn't make a suggestion? They must be in the wrong. What you said makes sense. Why didn't I think of it? He looked at Lin Feng with more respect. This young man is not only smart, but also thoughtful and logical. He doesn't look like a man in his early 20s at all. Hey, I also recuperated in Yanjing. If he knew that I was in the police station, he would be so tired that he would peel off my skin. Yanjing. Grandfather. Lin Xiong's face changed drastically, and his eyes became a little nervous. Good fellow, this young man is really not simple. I have to make friends with him, but I have to be careful when getting along with him. If I make the grandfather in Yanjing unhappy, I am afraid there will be a disaster. The Jianghu boss felt relieved. It is reasonable for him to be able to afford the luxury house here at such a young age. It turns out that he has a grandfather who is recuperating in Yanjing. He vaguely feels that his chance to enter the upper class has come. Is this considered a scam? This boss seemed to be fooled by him. Mr. Lin, thanks to you, the truth is out. Miss Lin Shui was almost violated. Fortunately, he is a Sonda master. From the surveillance, it is undoubtedly self-defense. Well, what about Barrett? Lin Feng asked tentatively. This is nonsense. Although the surveillance failed after the boy was killed, it was restored in 10 minutes. There was no time to do these things. So my daughter is innocent? Yes, I have to thank Mr. Lin, otherwise it would not be easy to go through the process. Mr. Lin, thank you so much. This time I must give you a generous gift to express my gratitude. The underworld boss who intends to get closer to you wants to give you a priceless antique. Chapter 79. You are listening at novelfull.audio. As expected, it is too vulgar to give money to a person of status, so it is more appropriate to give him antiques, elegant and classy. It is more collectible. Generally, if you want to make friends with others, you will give these things. As long as you see them, you will think of them and deepen their impression. Lin Feng did not change his expression and was very calm. At this time, you have to be calm and not fall into the trap of collapse, otherwise you will be easily laughed at. After handling the incident here, Lin Feng and Lin Xiongli came to the door of the police station, and a subordinate ran over with a red box. Boss, I brought the things you asked me to take. Yes. He took the box and waved his hand, and the subordinates retreated respectfully. Mr. Lin, giving money is too vulgar. Here is an antique painting that I treasure. I bought it for 8 million yuan. Now I give it to you. Boss Lin, I can't take this gift. Mr. Lin, you're welcome. We are still relatives. This is fate. See if you like it. He opened the lid of the box, and there was a rolled-up scroll inside. Preparing to test your underworld boss, he hopes to test how much weight you have through obscure means. Lin Xiong's eyes were full of curiosity and expectation. The ability shown by Lin Feng could indirectly judge his identity and background. Even if you can't tell whether it's true or not, you have received higher education and have been in the upper class, so you should be able to tell the source. Lin Feng smiled and opened the flower scroll. There were words inside, the original Lanting preface in running script, which was mistakenly believed to be a copy by later generations, was written by Wang Shiji and is the representative work of this calligrapher. It is said that the original has been lost, and most of the copies circulating in the world are copies by later generations. Name, Lanting preface in running script, author, Wang Shiji, preservation degree, general, indirect, known as the best running script in the world. Note, the proceeds of the running script auction, the transaction price, 800W, its true value, cannot be estimated. Lin Feng almost collapsed. Such a good thing can be his turn. It shouldn't be a problem if I get it right, right? This running script is too precious. Most archaeologists around the world believe that the original has been lost in the dust of history. You can collect it with confidence. The probability of being discovered is 0. Mr. Lin, what's wrong? Are you dissatisfied? Lin Xiong's voice sounded, and he looked at Lin Feng expectantly. He finally met a second generation who seemed to be a real rich family, and he didn't want to make a mistake. Lantingsu running script, the original author is Wang Shiji. It is also his masterpiece, known as the best running script in the world. Good eyesight, Mr. Lin really knows its origin. What a pity. Oh. What a pity. Why do you say that, Mr. Lin? His original work is no longer traceable and has long disappeared in the long river of history, but this is a copy made by later generations. Judging from the paper, it should be Chengxintang paper from the Song dynasty, which is very expensive and priceless. This painting should be worth 7 or 8 million. It's too expensive, Boss Lin, you are too polite, I can't take it. Lin Xiong opened his mouth in shock, and just took a look and said all the information about this painting. Even the antique master he knew didn't have this ability. Sure enough, the talents cultivated by the upper class are so terrifying. Boss Lin also likes antiques. It's a hobby, I know a little bit, and I like to collect some small things. Mr. Lin, are you interested too? I have a friend who runs a shop in Suzhou Antique Market. How about I take you to have a look? Lin Feng knew he was talking about Songtao Pavilion, but he arranged Zhang Song himself. so he didn't need him to introduce him, and he wasn't interested in meeting Zhang Song's father, but the batch of goods that were cheated from Tan Jiansong had to be sold out. If they were left in his hands, they would just be scrap copper and iron. It would be reliable to exchange them for real gold and silver. A big man in the underworld who is very willing to act as a sucker in front of you, in order to reach the pinnacle of life, he is willing to pay everything he can, just to win your favor. Most of these underworld characters are loyal and don't have many tricks. Now that they want to whitewash themselves and become people with legitimate business and identity, they are naturally willing to spend a lot of money. Lin Feng glanced at the other party and smiled. I do have something in my hand. Is Mr. Lin interested? The big boss was ecstatic. He thought the other party was giving him a chance to show off. Even if he was cheating him, it would be a great opportunity. Lin Feng was speechless. There was no need to do this. Boss Lin, don't worry, I won't cheat you. That's what you said. Even if Mr. Lin cheated me, he still treated me as a friend. That's what you said. Am I so cunning? No, Mr. Lin, don't get me wrong, that's not what I meant. Boss Lin, anyway, I won't cheat you. Bring your treasure appraiser master, come to my house in half an hour. Remember, you must bring a master. I won't sell it to you alone. Okay, Mr. Lin must wait for me. Lin Feng returned home and quickly picked out 3 objects from the virtual warehouse and placed them on the table in the living room, waiting for Lin Xiong to arrive. Eat one bite at a time. It's easy to get into trouble if you take out all the good things in a warehouse. 10 minutes later, Lin Xiong came to the door with an old man. Master Su, please take a look. This is my benefactor and my friend. You have to be serious. Don't worry, Boss Lin, I will carefully identify it. An antique appraiser who was told not to expose a fake even if he saw one. Lin Xiong really knows how to handle things. Master Su picked up the magnifying glass and began to appraise the treasure. At first, the old man had no expression on his face and no emotion in his eyes. He just took the magnifying glass and started to appraise. An antique expert with superb appraisal ability, he doesn't think there are any valuable things here, just give a random price later. Lin Feng smiled secretly. You will see later, and one look is silent. Master Su was very calm at first, but as he appraised the first porcelain bottle, his eyes suddenly changed. When it came to the second and third, his face had changed drastically, and his eyes were full of shock. Half an hour later, he came to Lin Xiong tremblingly, and said in a trembling voice, Boss Lin, these 3 objects are Tang Sankai porcelain bottles, Ru Kiln porcelain bowls and Dotsai porcelain bowls. The value is 800W, 600W and 700W respectively. If sold at an auction, the value will be higher. Mr. Lin is so young, but he has such good stuff. I want them all. Boss Lin, don't you take a closer look. What if it's a fake? Impossible, Lin Xingqing's stuff must be real. I'll transfer the money right away. 10 minutes later, 21 million yuan arrived. Lin Feng's eyelids twitched wildly. This money was too easy to make. Mr. Lin, if it's okay, I'll leave first and won't disturb you. I'll visit you again if I have a chance in the future. Okay, then I won't see you off. After leaving Lin Feng's house, Lin Xiong was so happy that he even forgot about his daughter's trouble. Master Su, thanks to you, although I know you don't want to, but he is very important to me. Lin. Boss Lin, I'm not acting, those things are genuine, not fakes. What? Are you sure? Master Su nodded heavily. Lin Xiong turned around and looked at Lin Feng's door in shock. His heart could not calm down for a long time. Sure enough, he is not an ordinary person. He didn't take advantage of the fire to rob. What a damn situation. Chapter 80. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Then he felt a little regretful and complained, Master Su, why didn't you tell me earlier, otherwise I would have given you more. Boss Lin, I was confused at the time and didn't know how to convey the news to you. Who is he? The secret cannot be revealed. Anyway, I'm going to be rich. Let's go back first. At this time, his cell phone rang. Hello, is it me? Did you find that girl? Staying up all night in the internet cafe? Damn, this dead girl. Wait, don't bring her back. Transfer 2 million yuan to her card and tell her that I have restored her pocket money and no longer restrict her freedom, but she must live in Jinhuiyuan, Sucheng. Also, she must listen to Mr. Lin, the neighbor next door. You can't disobey her. Yeah. The perspective I passed through the door and watched Lin Feng entering the elevator. There was a piece of information floating above his head: give the daughter freedom and restore the money supply, but require the daughter to live next door and must obey Lin Feng's requirements unconditionally, even when sleeping. Damn, the gangsters are really fierce. The daughter is a traitor and the father sells his daughter for fame. They are all talented, however. Lin is the first person of status he has met. He must make good use of her and not waste her. At 8 o'clock in the evening, there was a knock on the door. Who is it? Lin Feng, is that you? I am Lin Shui. The door opened. Lin Feng was wearing a set of sports casual clothes, sneakers, and a ponytail. At first glance, she looked young and beautiful, and it was hard to associate her with the daughter of the underworld. Hey. You're back. Did you know that a lot of things happened today? I know, Lin Feng. Oh no, brother Lin, thank you. Look, I bought you steamed buns and egg pancakes. Haven't you had dinner yet? The gangster daughter who was scolded by her father has resumed her pocket money, but if she makes the person in front of her unhappy and her father finds out, she will be grounded. Lin Feng smiled secretly. Lin Xiong just thinks of himself as a big boss and wants to get close to him. Although this woman is a little too naughty and tough, it seems that he really needs a servant and a nanny. It's not bad to be a logistics person, cook for himself, and take care of the hygiene. I ate it. You are so awesome. You even borrowed money from the black network. I can't help you. Besides, you don't have to pay back the black network loan. Yes, so your father was almost chopped. Then I came to thank you. That's it? Okay, I'll call your father and tell him that it's annoying that you live next door to me. No, Lin Feng, what are you doing? If you have something to say, just talk nicely. I'm not mean to you. You are really annoying. Lin Feng, can I call you brother? I really troubled you with my matter, but you are a generous person. Don't bother me. The daughter of the underworld who intends to get away with it hopes to find a loophole to get rid of control and return to freedom. Why should I bother you? Your father is my friend now. He said that if you do something out of the ordinary, tell him immediately and the money will stop coming to you first. Lin Shui's face fell instantly. She said indignantly, we are all in the underworld, you don't have to do this, right? Sister, you are awesome, using Likun to burn Barrett, is this what people do? And you want people to say thank you after you're done, awesome. You can't blame me for this, that debt collector wanted to do something bad to me. But I heard that you broke the man's bones before you burned Barrett. Who told you that? Isn't there no evidence? Ms. Lin, you're lucky, the surveillance is broken, how about I find a way to restore it for you? Lin Feng blinked, smiling. Lin Shui was scared to death, and said in doubt, don't talk nonsense, I don't understand what you are saying at all. I used Hylican to perm, and it was permed 3 times. The person is still in the hospital now. I can't have children for life, hee. You, how do you know all this? I know a lot. You took 1 million yuan and went to gamble online. Nonsense. Okay, you don't admit it, right? You still have to let your father take you back. Wait. Lin Shui stopped him. If he was taken back, he would lose his freedom and nothing to talk about. He couldn't live like that. What's wrong? Lin Feng, I admit defeat. From now on, whatever you say is up to you. I will listen to you. But I warn you, don't have any improper thoughts. I'm not the kind of girl you think. Seeing the other party's serious look, he couldn't help laughing. Who dares to have improper thoughts about her? Barrett doesn't want it anymore. That will be extinct. Okay, you don't want my Barrett anymore? Who is so upset? Don't say that. I don't say it's okay, but you have to be obedient in the future. If you live next door to me, you have to cooperate. You have to come and clean the house for me every day, wash clothes and pants, and cook for me. Hey, do you think of me as a servant? If you don't want to, forget it. I will tell your dad that you are too lazy and bother me all the time. No, I will do it. Isn't it okay for me to do it? Don't lie to me. I promise I won't lie to you. Lin Shui didn't dare to talk back. Her weakness was now pinched. This annoying guy seemed to know that she was afraid of losing her freedom and always made a fuss about it. She was not afraid of Lin Xiong, but was afraid of being caught by Lin Xiong. Now that she finally got her pocket money back, she would suffer a little loss. Don't worry, as long as you satisfy me, I will pay you and treat you well. Really? Of course, 50,000 a month, and more if you do a good job. Deal. Take that basket of clothes and wash them first. I have to check them. When you're done cooking, call me at 5 p.m. I'm going to sleep. Lin Feng got up and went back to the bedroom, leaving Lin Shui alone in the living room. She sat on the sofa angrily, still feeling uncomfortable. Hey, who told you to sit? I can fire you at any time. No, I'll wash your clothes now. Lin Feng, lying on the bed, was very happy. He actually found a free labor. Girls like Lin Shui can't be controlled by others, but she can control them to death. She advocates freedom and is greedy for money. As long as these 2 points are met, she can even dig feces. Lin Shui, who was outside the door, had already put on an apron and started working. She quickly got into the state. At this time, Lin Feng's cell phone rang. Hello, Xiaosong, what's wrong? Is there something wrong? Brother Lin, help me, I'm done. What's the situation? My dad has a few friends over, and they brought some items to exchange ideas. My dad asked me to show my strength. What should I do? Zhang Song is just an empty shell. He doesn't know how to appraise treasures at all. Last time he showed off through Lin Feng, his influence has fallen to the bottom, and now he is asked to show his strength again, but where does he get the strength from? He has no choice but to ask Lin Feng for help.